Something about jazz as I've gotten older. I'm constantly playing jazz. I play other shit too, but mostly jazz when I'm in the house. So here we go. We're cooking. I got my Weber's chop, steak and chop. This is a New York strip. Bon appetit. Really decent cut. I leave the little edges of fat on there because I think it only adds to the flavor. Not that I eat the gristle and fat, but I mean, I'm not going to cut it all down like that. It's been cut enough. The onions. I didn't really have marinades and things. This particular onion, I must have owned this onion for at least 2 months. It is astonishing to me that no matter how long you own an onion, as long as it's hard on the outside and not all squishy and stinking like it's not supposed to smell like an onion, that shit, they last forever, it seems like. So I'm gonna hook up me some, and this is a godsend, by the way, because I didn't even know this was in the freezer, because I bought this when the money coffers were full. But those joints, the coffers are fucking empty at this point. So when I found this in there, I almost did a backflip in the kitchen. This is what I had other than the steak. I don't want that on. Garbage, but fast. This is a pound of ground beef. This is chicken breast, and these are beef cuts. You know, somebody cut up some beef, and that's it. It's welfare line after that. So I was really happy to have this, and then even more, I've got another one in that green top thingamajiggy down there. I got my Pepsi, as you can see. I don't know why I'm drinking so much of that shit. I mean, I knock these down to the tune of 1.5 a day. Or not 1.5, but 1 in a day and a half. I've been trying to do the water thing, but something about Pepsi is really, and I'm not even trying to do an ad for them, but anyway, my New York strip, and I got it on low because I don't like grease popping everywhere. I don't like to get popped, and I ain't got no shirt on, so I definitely don't want to be near nothing that's going to be popping. So I got it on 250, and I'm letting that just kind of simmer, you know, to the sound of the jazz. I think it'll let the meat, you know, kind of relax really nicely like I am. And I'm doing all of this at 1 a.m., which I know this pisses off everybody, but I got this from, yeah, I used to stay with my mom. I've been in and out of apartments. So, you know, when I'm out of an apartment, sometimes she's like, hey, you don't need to be out in the cold. Come hang out here till you get back on your feet. She's done that. I'm sure it's happened to you, unless you've never had an apartment, never lost a job, and you probably always live with a woman like a lot of people that I know who take care of you, so you probably never even had a lease. I'm a little different. But anyway, long story short, I'm a night person, so I cook late night. And these smells would travel to my mom's room. She'd get up like 3 a.m. and I'd be throwing down. And I know it pissed her off. Because sometimes I didn't even make nothing for her. And I know that after sleeping and waking up to the smell of food, you're hungry. But, you know, but now I just do it strictly on purpose. I wait till 1, 2 in the morning when all my neighbors are asleep. I start cooking shit like this. Now the house smells wonderful. It smells like New York strip. It also smells like Brussels sprouts. You're like, ugh, Brussels sprouts. But no, I like Brussels sprouts. Don't know why, just happen to like them. So it's that, this, and I got some taters here, and I'm trying to figure out exactly how in the hell, because I don't have enough pots. So I have to use that pot to boil these potatoes so I can make mashed taters. Kind of a dilemma since I don't have everything I need. So I think what I'm gonna do is this, right? Rinse. Oh shit, Food Network. Let me tell you about how I even got into cooking in the first place. I've had a few girlfriends, and my latest girlfriends were, let me just say, the last two. None of them, except my first one, which happens to be my baby mama or whatever you want to call that. But she could cook. Back then, I knew nothing of cooking. Ever since then, I've either lived by myself on my own or whatever, and I had to cook for myself. So I got into cooking because, let's be honest, man, women these days, my age, and I'm 35, and this should tell you something. They don't fucking know how to cook. And that's horrible. You know, it's depressing almost that I need to do more than that. That women can't cook. And that I've gotten good at cooking because women don't cook. And my mom cooks, but she doesn't cook for me. She cooks, and then if there's something there, you know, she cooks during Thanksgiving. Or, you know, when there's get-togethers with the family, she'll make something in. Every now and again, and I mean every blue moon on a Sunday afternoon, she may do something, but that's no guarantee. So what I'm trying to say is, if you didn't cook it, you didn't eat. You either went to Taco Bell or McDonald's, and we all know how that not only doesn't fill you up, but it's just not worth the money, in my opinion. I recently went to McDonald's after like 2 years of not going to McDonald's, and guess what happened? Yep, I got chicken nuggets that had been obviously sitting because they were rough chicken nuggets. They weren't hot, really good tasting chicken nuggets. None of that. And that's just kind of what you can expect when you go to fast food these days. I mean, they're so into leaving stuff on the burner for so long that you never get anything fresh anymore. Only place that I've been, and I gotta admit, they are definitely worth the $10 or $13 that I spend, is what's that burrito place? Chipotle Grill. You can actually get beer there. Man, they really had a decent, it was good. Let me just say that. I enjoyed the food at Chipotle. So I wish them well as far as business is concerned. But yeah, man, no one's cooking for me, so I have to do it all on my own. I have to learn what to do, and I know this probably isn't the right container, but I'm still trying to work through which containers to use for what. In this case, that is the only pot. There are no other pots. I've got tons of skillets, one pot. So if you want to make mashed potatoes and a vegetable, if you don't like using this thing, which I pretty much do not like to use this, even warming your food up is just a no-go, then you have to use that one pot over and over for everything that you want to make. Now, am I going to do anything else with this? I got some biscuits, but that doesn't really seem like that goes with what I've got going. Didn't really have any decent marinade, so that steak and chop, those onions, that's pretty much all I'm gonna put on there. I threw some butter in that and butter on that, and I'm gonna salt that up and season the mashed potatoes. That was one of my problems starting out. I used to, when I first started cooking, I started making fried chicken first. Chicken strips, like I'd go get the tenderloins, and I'd get eggs and flour, and I'd batter it all up really good. I brought that out for a reason, but just hold on. And they'd come out golden, right? Really good looking. You bite into it, First occasion was raw chicken. Second occasion was chicken with no flavor. Now, I didn't even know this was possible. And, you know, as people started telling me, you gotta season stuff. You gotta put some seasoning. So, still today, there's not a whole hell of a lot of seasoning. Those are not mine, and I don't take those. I know you see that woman on there, but that ain't my stuff. But I guess seasoning that I use the most would be these three that you see here. Let's just keep it real. I don't know how to make gravy, so I buy gravy. But whatever. At least I'm cooking. And I use this Cookin chicken seasoning. So Weber has pretty much been my go-to for seasonings. Black peppercorn grinder. I like grinding my pepper for whatever reason. It just makes me feel more sophisticated, I guess. Sea salt, and then this garlic powder, which has a thing that it does to beef, which this is probably the only thing my last girlfriend taught me. She said if you're not putting that in your ground beef, you're not making good ground beef. And now I find that I can't go without putting in this. When if I make hamburger helper or red beans and rice, this goes in my ground beef all the time, without question. So I need to get back on my workout. For at least 30 days I have not worked out, and I've actually lost 8 pounds. It's kind of depressing to me. But I brought this out because my mom watches my videos if no one else does. I was thinking of her potato salad, and it's really good. She makes the best. Everyone in the family says so. I think so. Everybody thinks so. So I go to Walmart, as you can see, and I'm like, yeah, let me get some of this potato salad. I know it ain't gonna be like hers, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. And you know, it says mustard on it. Hers is generally this color. Doesn't have all these red chips of pepper or whatever in it, but I'm like, okay, this is the closest one, because the other stuff was just plain white. It was white potato salad. It looked like potatoes like that and made into this. So I'm like, that ain't really what it looks like. So I went and got this one, and as you can see, I took maybe 2 scoops out of this. This was the most disgusting potato salad I've ever had. It was almost as though, pretend this was mustard. They took mustard and then stirred it up. I couldn't even eat it because it was that tart, and I'll be throwing that away. Just remembered that because I seen that. But this is what I'm eating tonight at 1 whatever a.m. and it's fun to do that. I can hear some of the neighbors moving around in their apartments, so I know that they're still up, and I knew that they smell this. And beef has this grease type deal that happens. All that is like a grease or something, which is gross. Okay, so this, I'll flip this 2-3 times, but I'm not a medium rare kind of guy. But this is good. This is gonna be great. I'm gonna eat well tonight. I'm gonna eat like a man. I'm gonna have some mashed potatoes. I'm gonna have the thing that everybody hates, Brussels sprouts. I like them. And they're cooked just right. Not hard. Not at all. So, and then I'm gonna have some Pepsi to wash it all down with. I just wanted to say that really quick. It wasn't all that fast. It's 14 minutes, but I'm having a good moment in my last week or so. This thing, I'm not really sure what it does, but it looks like it goes like that. So, what the hell? We'll use it. Anyway, later. Oh, no. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Flame. I mean, I don't even know what else to tell you. If you're not getting this, if you know of something better than this, tell me, because I am a fiend for this. This was here when I got here. Not this particular one, but there was one like it there. Went through it. Said ran out, and I used this one. Ran out, and I'm like, I went and got two. And went through the other one, and it's been a daily thing. And sometimes I find myself wanting this. Like, now I'm not working, and I used to do this every day before I went to work. I'd go to work late to make this. Now I make it here and there. But now that I make it here and there, I find myself like looking at this. And this is only got about half left. But that shit is great. And I mean, you just scoop it in, put some in there, water, cup, bowl, add your sugar, add a little bit of milk. I like my coffee brown. And that's it. Stupid ass mutt ran away. That pisses me off. But anyway, that's my video. And hell, if nobody else watches it, I know I'll come back and watch it.